What are the primary characteristics of this style exemplified in this house?
This stairway is pretty unique. It's one of the nicest features in the house, and it was designed by the architect. Some of the things that, you know, the average person would never notice unless I pointed them out, but watching the way these stair treads run into the windowsills, it's very unique, and how these windows drop down and they follow the stair line. It looks great from the exterior, it looks great from the inside. And some of the other things that are different about this stairway is the balusters. The balusters are waves. You know, that was unique. It was I think Tom's design, and that was kind of cool. All this nosing that you see here is thicker than the normal. You know, these stair tread noses are all thicker, all came from the same manufacturer, the floor company, and we installed all that. The handrails we bought and matched the stain and matched the floor. Some of the lighting that you see hanging, that's very unique, very cool. It came from Murano. Murano's a big glass place in Italy, an island off the coast of Venice in Italy, and this is where this came from. And Janice worked very, very closely with Ford Diamond and Skip, and came up with some great lighting selections for this home. And he ordered all this stuff, and it came in. It looks beautiful. Some of the other things about the stairway is if it may not bother the younger people, but the older people would appreciate this. These rises are not as high as most, so it's very easy on the legs. See, and the treads are a little deeper. It's probably about 1.5 inches difference, but it's very easy, very gentle on your knees and on your legs. You know, it's really, really good, and it carries itself all the way up to the 3rd floor. And also in the stairway, you got a little nautical look with these custom posts that we made. We made the caps ourselves, you know, to match everything. These wall panels that were designed by the architect that we made here on site, and just put it all together and painted it up. We've got a little bit of a coffered ceiling to add some more interest to the ceiling. It's really, really good. This is a really cool stairway. It wraps around. You get out of the family room this way. You got the bedrooms in this direction. Then you got the master suite right up here on the 3rd floor. Of course, you can avoid this stairway if you take the elevator, which is right over there. We got a 4-station elevator in this home, which is pretty unique, pretty cool. You can get on it in the basement and a lower level and go all the way up to the master suite. It's really cool. That's a great feature for this home, and that works great. You know, so that's a product that wasn't available in the 1900s. Well, this is definitely one of the most popular rooms in the house, and before we finished the design of this was very important. Janice was very, very specific on what she wanted to accomplish. She's a great cook, has a big family, and satisfies a lot of people in the summertime. So we actually hired a kitchen design company, Kochman, Wright and Haig out of Stoughton, Alan Haig and Julie from their shop. They did a spectacular job in complementing the original design by Tom Catalano. Every little detail in here was thought out, very well thought out by this kitchen company. Just little things that the average eye may not notice. Panelized appliances. It's a 48-inch Sub-Zero refrigerator. Top of the line appliances she has. We've got double dishwashers. We've got double cooktops, dual fuel in the other room in the pantry, which is right around the corner, only about 10 feet away. We've got a wall oven over here. We've got beadboard backsplashes that are all MDF that won't shrink. It's about 1/2-inch beadboard. The sill stock here is a little thicker than normal. All the moldings in here, every single one of them is custom. The end panels for all the cabinets are all purposely put there. The soffit detail is all beadboard to match the backsplash. All this lighting was specifically placed and switched to serve a purpose. Very well thought out. They wanted to add a little interest to the ceiling, but without bringing down the ceiling too much. So we made a simple little coffer. We just made this whole thing ourselves. Very simple, but it's a 9'4" ceiling, or about 9'6", something like that. It may end up being 9'4" with this. We didn't want to, you know, lower the ceiling too much, and it accomplished the job. These light fixtures again were all hand-picked by Janice and the guys from Ford Diamond, I believe. We've got under cabinet lights. We've got glass shelving that you can see through into the family room. Very, very well thought out. A lot of people can eat here comfortably. And definitely a giant surface for cooking prep and that kind of stuff. As far as the cabinets go themselves, all custom. Everything is custom, all machine built in a factory. little details like corner posts, panelized drawers, self-closing hinges, all kinds of little things, you know, built up posts around the stove, light rails for the under cabinet lights. All these kinds of things were well thought out before this kitchen was under construction. So it really came out great. All factory finished to match the color that we selected. Okay, this is the breakfast room, and a lot of the detail that was incorporated in the kitchen carries right on through here. For example, this archway that was all custom built, you'll see the same beadboard. All these panels on this side and this side all match. The light rail carries around and covers this side on both sides of the opening. It's really well thought out. And this beadboard, as you can see, carries all the way around below the window sills and incorporates all 8 sides of this octagon. And some of the coolest framing I saw was underneath all that. There's a lot of framing and a lot of beams to make that happen and to keep it straight. And that was, again, done by Eddie Watson, our framer. Great job. So this room is a cool room because if you sit here, you can see the ocean right there. You'll catch a sunset. You got a walkway when the snow melts all run through here. It's a beautiful walkway from the driveway. You can access the house this way or the front door. You can go out to the pool area over here, and you can sit a lot of people here really comfortable in front of the fireplace. Now those 2 pieces of granite that I'm pointing to right now, those are kind of special because those actually came from the old house that was here that got relocated from the site. The original house had those 2 piers. They're actually used as piers. I don't know if it was the deck or the porch or something, but they have not been touched. We saved them, we cleaned them up, and we incorporated them into this new design. So at the end of the day, we ended up taking the same masons that did our chimney, that did our stone walls out back. We brought them inside and did all this veneer work here so all the joints, all the stone patterns would match. So everything around this site matches. Outside, inside, on the chimney, spectacular. Between Tavaz's guys and Lou Rosato, they did a spectacular job, you know, with the stonework here. Some of the best stonework you'll see in Cape Cod is right here. You know, I forgot to mention that, you know, that's all native granite. That West Falmouth granite, it's all native. I forgot to mention that. Those 2 slabs came from this area. It's all native to West Falmouth. That, and there's a few pieces on the chimney out here, and there's a few pieces on the top of the chimney that we used over here. The other stone that you see around it is also pretty local. It's actually from Westport. All that stone was dropped off on the site, and these masons hand split every single stone and hand picked every one of them before they placed it in place. A lot of work, but all that stone just came from fieldstone walls right over here in Westport. All reused and recycled.
Tell us about your new award that's about to be announced.
Yeah, actually, I just got back from Orlando a couple of weeks ago. We just won, our company won what Builder Magazine calls America's Best Builder. It was quite a surprise, quite humbling, and it was awesome. And you know, this is only possible because I got such a great staff and great helpers and great people in the field. And it was just something that we were pretty happy about. And I just got back from the Ritz, 2 weeks ago. Won the award, took a lot of pictures, a lot of interviews, that kind of thing. It was really special. And I just can't thank my staff enough. If it wasn't for those guys, I can't win an award by myself. But those guys and my wife and all the support staff I've had over the years, really made a huge difference in my life. And it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. The application process, it took us about a month and a half to put it together. And we had to submit all kinds of financial information, customer service program, a marketing program. We had to talk about all our financials for the last 4 years, all certified by our CPA. We had to do, talk about our systems and what we do better than everybody else, and all that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, the application was probably 6 inches thick, and it was great. It taught us a lot about our company. It forced us to dig deep into certain, sections of the company that you don't normally do. So it was really well worth the exercise for us, and the win was just the icing on the cake, so it was really great. So that's where we are. It worked out great. It's just a great, nice thing to have on the resume. Especially for people that don't know us.